What's good? Y'all know who it is and y'all know what it is. It's your boy. It's your boy, dog. Your boy Matthew Shack live in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered on a Sunday afternoon. What's goody, man? What's goody with all y'all out there, man? What happening? What happening? You know what I'm saying? Uh, First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the mod squad. Those are the moderators. The goons that are in the chat. Run the likes up, man. Just run them up. Keep the likes. At 50% of the audience, last but not least, tip your bartender. Um, yeah, man, thought I'd come out here and do Blaze one for the nation. I mean, damn. I mean, what better excuse to use than the Blaze one for the nation? It's always good to do that. It's never too late or never too wrong of a time to do that. But today, man, a lot of activity going on. If you in veg mode like I have been all day. If you're in veg mode like me, a lot of things to watch. You got basketball. You got the NCAA women's and NCAA men's. They're trying to finalize get those Final Four selections. You got the NBA on. You got Major League Baseball on. I just finished watching my Yankees sweep the Brewers with a 12-3 win. And my boy Aaron Judge hit another one out the park today. And it's just crazy, man, how my team is playing right now. Okay. Man, so today's been a day where, I've been kind of chilling, kind of, laying around. And man, I got to get myself together, man, and get out here and chop it up with you guys, bro. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on the homie, bro. Aaron Discount Double Check, better known as A-Rod, and his government name is Aaron Rodgers, and what is going on with him, man. And you think that he's not doing anything and nothing's happening. Everything is happening because he's playing the Aaron Rodgers game on everybody, man. And today a report came out from the Athletic. NFL insiders over there are saying that Aaron Rodgers is more likely to sign with the Minnesota Vikings than to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when I read that, man, I started laughing to myself because I'm like, this is exactly why I never wanted Aaron Rodgers to have anything to do with my football team, even though he is one of the greatest throwers of the football. He's a top 10 quarterback of all time. I mean, however you want to draw it up. Just name 10 quarterbacks and you better name him. Like, however you want to put it, whatever order you want to put him in, you name 10 quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers needs to be in that 10. Now, whether he's at closer to 10 or closer to 1, but he needs to be in there. And this is the kind of games he plays, bro. And now he has another potential victim, okay? Another potential victim because now Atlanta, he's got Atlanta thinking that he wants to play there. So now Arthur Blank and them are trying to see if they can get him. So even though this man has been a free agent and let go of the Jets at least a month ago, he has been playing the game with 4 or 5 teams at a time, bro. I mean, the Giants finally got off the snide and said, hey, man, we're going to go ahead and get Russell. He had them in play. He had the Vikings in play. He had the Steelers in play. And now he has the Falcons in play. It's crazy, bro. Like, you should never be playing around with Aaron Rodgers, bro. That's what I was trying to tell these Raider fans. Oh, man, we should get Aaron Rodgers. No, man, Aaron Rodgers is not interested in playing for your football team. What he's interested in is what's the best deal for him. Playing football for Aaron Rodgers at age 41, coming off a horrific injury, the worst injury of his career, and having a mediocre season last year, at age 41 is now just about what's best for me now. It's not even what's best for the football team. It's what's best for him. And if you play these games with Aaron Rodgers, you're going to get burned. Here's what I'm hearing, all right, in regards to what's going on, because it looked like the Steelers were the team that were going to get him because everybody else closed its doors. Okay, we were told that the Vikings decided that they were going to go with J.J. McCarthy as their quarterback next season. Okay, so that was supposed to close the door on the Vikings. All right, then Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston signed with the Giants. That was supposed to formally close the door on them. All right, now you're hearing the Falcons want him now because they're, Kirk Cousins, they're gonna try to get rid of him, but Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause and is owed $37 million. So the only way they can do is to try to talk to Kirk Cousins and figure out where he wants to go, because Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause and they already on the hook for him for 27.5 plus an extra $10 million that they have to give him for 2026. So their best bet is to try to work with Kirk Cousins on a trade so he doesn't sit back there. But they want Aaron Rodgers, okay? Which is doing what? To me, that's playing around with Michael Penix's head. Like, the Falcons are messing themselves up, bro. They messed up the relationship with Kirk Cousins before the season started by drafting Michael Penix and not telling him. Then they tried to get rid of, they benched Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins has a no trade clause. He's like, I'm not going nowhere. They're like, okay, well, you can just ride on the bench. And now they're trying to get Aaron Rodgers. And like, what kind of confidence does that set for Michael Penix? Like, but hey, man, it ain't my football team. It's my cousin's football team. So whatever they got going on is what they got going on. You just heard from me, and you already heard that the Vikings were going with J.J. McCarthy, but that's not what I'm hearing now. What I'm hearing now is that the Vikings are very interested, with Aaron Rodgers with certain parameters. And he would prefer to take the Brett Favre route, which is stay in the NFC North, Norris, or the NFC North, okay? All right? And stay there and do what Brett Favre did, stay in the division and be comfortable and alienate, your Packer fan base. And along with that, alienate the Vikings fan base, because Skoll, they don't want Aaron Rodgers. They're very, very vocal saying, we do not want him, okay? They hate him, and they should, because Aaron Rodgers was putting his cleat in their ass for several years, if not a decade or more. So they don't want him. The brass does. It's the same thing that happened before when Brett Favre went to the Vikings and they didn't want Brett Favre, and Brett Favre went over there and started playing some football, changed their opinions real quick. But what is this telling J.J. McCarthy? Okay? What's this telling him? What's this telling Michael Penix about trying to get him to go there? Now, the Steelers, they were supposed to be the team that was supposed to be vying for his services, but from what's being said, Aaron Rodgers is dragging his feet because he wanted a better deal than what the Steelers offered. I didn't even know the Steelers offered a deal, which shows how quiet everything has been. I'm thinking, okay, nothing's happening. But based on what I found out today, that the Steelers and Mike Tomlin did offer him a deal, but it isn't the deal that Aaron Rodgers wants. Go figure. Go figure, bro. Of course it ain't the deal that Aaron Rodgers wants. That's why he's playing games. So even though the numbers weren't given out, what was being said from these NFL insiders and the Athletic, okay, credible, very credible. They know what they're talking about, all right? They said that Aaron Rodgers was only offered a one-year deal, which makes sense to me. I mean, if I'm going to give Russell Wilson a one-year deal last year, then I'm going to give you one. And so due to the fact that his agent has been trying to get them back to the bargaining table, from what was also said last week, let's get these likes up. From what was also said last week, that visit that Aaron Rodgers made to the Steelers, he basically did exactly what I said. He basically forced himself there. He basically just invited himself. I told you guys, put a 1 in the chat. I put some hundreds up when I told you Aaron Rodgers probably just drove up to the facility. Because I was joking. Okay, but then again, my jokes turn into truths. That he just drove up to the facility and just told security, let them know Aaron's here, and they let him in. Based on what was being said, he forced that. He basically said, hey, let me come by, and somebody say, hey man, I'm in the area, let me stop by and see y'all. And that's what was being said. The Pittsburgh Steelers didn't even invite his ass. He showed up, bro. And exactly what I was joking about. Because he's that arrogant. Come to find out, my jokes are accurate. I mean, even when Shaq's joking, I'm right. I mean, damn. I mean, shit. I'm really him, dog. I was just kidding. And comes out, oh, yeah, that's exactly what he did. He just, hey, I'm in town. I'm in front of the gate. Somebody come get a nigga. Okay? This is Aaron. This discount double check. Oh, shit. I had that whole skit where I said security didn't pat him down and all. I was joking. But guess what? I guess my intuition and my NFL prowess is on point, because that was what was reported today in the Athletic, that Aaron Rodgers basically set his own meeting up. He set his own appointment up, bruh. Okay. It's just like you ladies, y'all walk in the nail shop on a Saturday with no appointment, thinking you're just going to bounce over everybody else because you know Fifi, and Fifi does your nails and feet. And you just said, hey, I'm just going there anyway. Oh, well, Fifi got any openings? No, she's full. Well, when I walk in, she'll just put me in the chair. That's exactly what he did, bro. I mean, that's an arrogant ass cat, man. And he got it. So all he did in this little meeting, because they weren't expecting him, all he did was say they said that he just watched some tape with some of the coaches and was at the facility basically just hanging around. Like, we didn't have an itinerary for you, Aaron. We didn't have a presentation. We didn't have we didn't have a damn Excel spreadsheet for your ass. We didn't have anything. He just showed the F up because he's A-Rod. Now, from what was also being said, they only offered him a 1-year deal, and that deal has been sitting there, and Aaron isn't happy with that deal. He's not, whatever the number is, it doesn't matter. What matters is it's a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year deal. He don't want no 1-year deal. All right. This is a man in Aaron Rodgers who has made $380 million in NFL salary. 380. He's definitely not broke, and he definitely doesn't need the money. But if you think that a man who will just show up at the Pittsburgh Steelers facility uninvited, just unannounced, just come and say, hey, I'm ready to talk now, you know he want more than some lunch tickets, bro. You know he wants more than an EBT card. All right. Okay, you ain't filling up his gas tank and that's good enough. Nah, he wants some multi-years and some shit. He about to be 42. Also, what was said was that if he doesn't get with the Vikings, so he's waiting, so he's holding the Pittsburgh Steelers hostage. I mean, didn't I tell you guys that already? I'm just gonna keep popping my collar how I get it right. Even if it's not my team, it doesn't matter. It's just me getting it right. It doesn't matter what it is, just me getting it right. With that being said, he's holding the Pittsburgh Steelers hostage because he's hoping that the Vikings, because that's his choice. His choice is to play for the Vikings. All right. And he's hoping that that they get this thing done. Now, according to what the Vikings are saying, they're saying, get what done? We don't have a deal in place with him. They said they were going with JJ. Okay. But he's also saying, well, if I don't go to the Vikings, I'll just retire. See what happens, bro? You don't know what this guy want to do. It's just like it's just like how I was when I was single and I was running around the Bay. I was non-committal. It's called non-committal. I'm not committed to nobody. I'm nobody's boyfriend, nobody's man. Hey, I'm not seeing you. I'm just hanging out. Hey, man, I'm here today, gone tomorrow. I'm over here. Oh, no, I'm not. I was over there. Oh, no, I wasn't. I was back here. Oh, yes, I was. I was over. Nobody. Nothing sticks to me, man. Don't try to camp out. Don't try to close your eyes. Don't try to hold my hand in public. Don't try to do none of that shit. None of that. Okay. And that's what he's doing. He's playing the field, bro. And guess what? Couldn't happen to a better group of teams. Couldn't happen better to a better group of teams. You guys play around with this man. You're not going to look good while he's holding you in a holding pattern. He's talking to other people too. Okay? Can't get mad, girl. Can't get mad when you saw me last night and you hear I'm over here tonight with somebody else. I ain't yours. I don't belong to you. Okay? My only person that I belong to is my mama. Okay? As Drake used to say, I only love my mother and my bed. And I was, girl, I'm sorry. Okay? I only love my mother and my bed. That's it. Okay? So Aaron Rodgers only loves his bag and him. That's it. He doesn't love your team. It's whoever has the best opportunity for me. It's not even, hey, well, the system, who's the best person that I'll be, who's the person that I would be more of service to. That man is not thinking of anything but himself. And guess what? These teams are allowing it. Can't make it up. All right. Funny as hell to me. All right. Couldn't happen to a better squad. Pittsburgh, you guys made a crucial mistake. I told you what you should have did. You should have just kept Russell Wilson. Okay? You should have kept Russell Wilson. If you weren't going to keep Russell Wilson, you should have kept Justin Fields. And now you're running around here with Mason Rudolph. Hey, man. Hey, you know how I am, dog. Hey, Steelers, you guys are going to be doing bad. I'm going to be rolling. I'm going to be crying, laughing. Okay? Because that's just how it is. We love each other as people, but our teams, bro, nah, homie, nah. So A-Rod, man, Aaron playing games. All right, playing games. All right, and you know what? Salute to him because he's allowed to do it. It's like the spoiled kid who gets whatever he wants. You can hate him all you want to, but he's being enabled. I mean, the Giants said we're not doing it anymore. But he's still saying, well, maybe there's he's still trying to throw the Giants around a little bit. Like, that this dude, man, this dude is something else, bro. But guess what, man? Hey, don't hate the player. Hate the what? Hate the what? The game. Hate the game, dog. Don't hate the player that's playing in the game. All right? You got to hate the game because the game will always stay the same, even if the players change. Because the players change, but the game always stays the same. So you need to be blaming the game. And he's playing it, bro. He's playing it. And guess what? Pittsburgh, y'all made a bad mistake on that one. But hey, not my problem. It's your problem. Okay. Funny as hell. So Viking fans don't want him. Steeler fans want Aaron Rodgers, but when you start analyzing why Aaron Rodgers would rather play for the Vikings, I'm going to tell you my opinion of why I think he should, why I think he wants to. If it was me, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I would rather play for the Steelers, but I'm not Aaron Rodgers. I'm somebody that's looking at it. What's the best opportunity for me to win? What situations, look at the pieces, look at the defense, look at this, look at that. I probably want to play for the Steelers, though. But I'm not Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers is not thinking about what's best for everybody and thinking about gets me the best chance to win. He's looking at it as what's comfortable. The Vikings job is super comfy, bro. It's comfy as hell. All right. He's really, really comfortable going to Minnesota because Minnesota is what? Right next to Wisconsin. It's very close. All his connects and the things that he got going on is the same. They're in the same division. He's very familiar what's going on with Packers. Him being an all-time great, and and they do got weapons. Justin Jefferson. They do play indoors. They got an indoor dome. He's not going to be in the elements. He's going to be inside. Like, all of that shit comes into play. He goes and plays with Pittsburgh. He's outside. Okay, he's in the elements. Aaron Rodgers is not from the East Coast. He's from Cali. Okay, Aaron Rodgers is from Chico. Right. So he definitely ain't trying to be outside like he was when he was younger with the Packers, even though he's acclimated to it. But the Minnesota Vikings is a cushier job. Okay, who's over there? Who's the running back over there? Okay. Aaron Jones is over there. Here's somebody he's familiar with. See, he wants to have people he knows over there. Justin Jefferson, one of the best young wide receivers in the game. All right. Indoor defense, playing in a dome stadium, keeping it NFC North. And also, the Steelers are in the AFC. What happened when he tried to play in the AFC? The Jets. I don't think Aaron Rodgers wants to play in the AFC anymore. I think that he's like, I want to go back to the NFC, which is why if you look at all the teams that were in play, the majority of them were NFC teams. Okay? The Giants, NFC. Falcons, NFC. Vikings, NFC. Steelers, AFC. Only one AFC team. The rest are NFC. I think he wants to go back to the NFC. Okay? I don't think he wants to be in the AFC, man. AFC got too many edge rushers that are going to be putting that pressure on his ass. He don't want to deal with all these people in the AFC, bro. He don't want to deal with Max Crosby, Myles Garrett. He don't want to, man. He don't want to do TJ Watt. He don't want to deal with all that shit. Even though he would have been having TJ on his team, he don't want to deal with anybody. All the guys that are running around, all these edge rushers that's running around. Okay, Daniil Hunter, he down there in Texas. You know, old ass Khalil Mack, he over here. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, dog. He's like, let me take my ass back to the NFC where it be nice and cushy, where I can do what I want to do. Plus, he wants to stick it to the Packers. I do agree with that. Okay? You know what, man? Salute to A-Rod, man, for playing chess and never playing checkers. All right? Salute. You know, you got it. Whether you like somebody or not, if somebody's getting over, you got to respect that, bro. The game has to be respected, whether you like the players in it or not. And I'm just happy that it ain't us falling for it, bro. But Steelers, you guys are getting. He's just letting the market dry the F up, bro. That's exactly what he's doing. Okay? Next thing you know, y'all going to have Joe Flacco. Y'all going to go get Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's 77 years old. He can still spin it. He can't run nowhere. Okay? But, you know, like I said before, man, this is what happens when you play stupid games and winning stupid prizes, bro. Okay? Simple as that. All right? Simple as that, bro. You want to go and play, go to the carnival and play the game where you spray the water inside the clowns and the balloon blow up, dog. You want to spend $100 on a $20 item. They give you a $20 stuff up, dog. You spend $100 on that shit. That's on you. The girl might be impressed, but shit, you just overpaid $80 on something that's got mold and mildew that's been in the back of somebody's truck, and you just being dumb. Okay, like, hey girl, I'd rather take you out for a nice dinner, and then we can go to Toys R Us or Walmart and get you some shit. But shit, I'm not spending $100 on no blow up game that's rigged. But hey, y'all did it. A lot of y'all did that shit to impress her, and guess what? You still didn't clap. But hey, that's on you, huh? Because I'm not doing that shit. Straight up. Okay. All right, so that's what's going on with A-Rod. A-Rod is threatening retirement. A-Rod is saying, hey, man, Vikings, I want to play for you, even though J.J. McCarthy's there. Steelers, he said, hey, you want to, I don't like that one-year deal. And Mike Tomlin, based on what's being said, before I read your comments, make sure you tip your bartender, because whoever tips their bartender gets their comment read first. He's not coming back to the negotiation table. From what I'm hearing, Mike Tomlin and the Steelers are playing hardball with this. Okay? They're playing hardball. They're playing hardball with it, saying, hey, one-year deal. We'll offer you a one-year deal. The number has not been disclosed, but obviously it isn't up to Aaron Rodgers' standards, so nothing has happened. Okay? So, let me read you guys' comments. Like I said, man, it's kind of cool out here now. It was very overcast, but now the sun has come out, which is nice for me. Stays warm. I might even be able to take this off, but not yet. Okay, not yet. It got to get a little bit warmer for me. All right, man, let me see what you guys are talking about, man. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Hope you guys are chilling. If you have tomorrow off, a lot of people have tomorrow off because it's Cesar Chavez Day. Make sure you're doing something cool. And if you don't have tomorrow off, make sure you get yourself something to eat. All right, Black Sheep was happening, chilling, booty bang. What's going on? Big Bill Holloway was happening. Whittington Thomas, what's up, Whittington Thomas, man? What's going on? Yeah, man. I saw what you was smoking this morning, bruh. Yeah, man. Those placentas, man. Those are really good. Okay. I had a couple of those. All right. Booty bang. Rodgers is pulling a Favre. They're trying to pull a Brett Favre. But like I said before, bro, like the man doesn't need a bag, but he'll take one. I mean, this is a man who doesn't have to bow down. He don't have to do it. He doesn't have to kiss no ring at all. I just told you he made 380 million. Let's look at Aaron Rodgers, where his money would go. Number one, he doesn't even deal with his family, so he's not taking care of none of them. He ain't taking care of mama them, daddy them, any of his brothers. He ain't helping them. So that money, he ain't spending no money helping them do anything. That's number one. Number two, he don't have no wife. He ain't never been married. He ain't never moved no girl in for a long period of time. He only dates women with money. Okay, if you got some money, you Danica Patrick or somebody, yeah, I can fool with you because you got your own bag. All right? He don't have no kids. All that money he made is for him, dog. $380 million, not counting his endorsements and all those years he was with State Farm and all that. He probably has a $500,000 in the bank, bro. He doesn't. You never heard about his crib. You've never seen any pictures of a big ass crib. You've never seen him blinged out. You never see him with what kind of cars he drives. None of that shit. Aaron Rodgers has got probably about $500 million in the bank. I would be willing to believe that he got a lot of money in investments, and he's all over the world doing shit. So he doesn't have to take what he doesn't want to get, because he could just say, hey, I'm gonna retire. I'll just say F it. If y'all ain't gonna pay me worth me getting off my couch, or I'm good. And that's what's going on. So right now, they said that the Steelers made a deal that has been sitting there for a few weeks, and there ain't no progress. All right, when it's time to get these likes up, tip your bartender. Hey man, let's move them up, man. Half of the audience. All right, Booty Bang in the house. What's going on? All right, okay. Bill Holloway, what's going on? You said you ordered them Clint Eastwood's in the site crash. Yeah, of course it did, dog. Because they knew what you was getting ready to do, man. Somebody was like, they had one box left and they crashed that shit when they saw it was you. That's what happened. All right, straight up. Okay, Sarah K. Scott, what's going on, Sarah? We chilling out here, chilling. All right, what's happening? Mr. G's Raider, what's going on? Man, make sure you guys, if you guys haven't been checking out the lives, last night's live was really good too. Been doing some really good content over here. If you're new to the channel, if you're new around here, man, you new in town, make sure you sub the channel, you guys. And also, man, make sure y'all pick up that membership. Let's get this memberships popping off, dog. You know what I'm saying? We're keeping it gangster. All right. Oh, no, Raider guy was popping, saying what's up to everybody. All right. It's good. All right. Good. Miss Patrice, what's going on, Patrice, man? Tell moms we said hello. Make sure moms understands we got her back. All right. Booty Bang, as long as Rodgers doesn't come to the Raiders. I mean, yeah, man. But like I said before, he never was interested in playing for us, bro. But he definitely was interested in using us. Huh? Telling you, man. Raiders was always like the little safety call. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 or 3 other ones you want to hang out with, and you get to that 4th one, that'll be her. And you just hoping that you don't get to that 4th one. Okay? So the Raiders was always on the safety call list. Okay? I'm not spinning by myself tonight. Okay? That ain't happening. All right? Okay? Winter Thomas, A-Rod steadily playing games. I mean, he's been doing it his whole career and getting away with it. But now he's not so much of a great player anymore. See, when he it was just like, see, when great players play games, when you're a Terrell Owens, and when he was playing all the games he was playing, remember when he was doing sit-ups in his driveway when he was with the Eagles and all that shit, when you're a great player, they got to put up with your bullshit. When you start falling off, the Randy Mosses, the Terrell Owenses, all these dudes who played games, Antonio Browns and all these dudes playing games, and their production started falling off. That's when the rubber meets the road, because none of these dudes think that they're washed up. They all think they still got it. And A-Rod still thinks he got it. That's why he's playing games. All right. Egalitarian, what's going on? All right, mom's coming home today. Yay. Mom coming home for sure. Daniel Berry Sports. Booty Bang, Vikings aren't getting Steve Rodgers, they're getting Buck Rodgers. Hey, man, I'm telling you that shit right now. Okay? And from what I'm hearing, based on these insiders, they're saying that the Vikings are interested in signing him, but the fan base don't want him. Fan base is clamoring, please, let's just go with JJ. Let's just go with JJ. All you're going to do is stunt JJ's growth. You bring him in, he's going to stunt JJ's growth, bro. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's there to do. He's just going to hate. He's just going to be, hey, man, he's not going to nurture. He's not going to help. He's not going to give no tips. He's already done it to Jordan Love. He's not doing it, bro. He's not going to come in and be a bridge quarterback. He's not doing it. All right. Yeah, man, we're going to see if he's going to do a Brett Favre. All right. Winnington Thomas. Talking about Geno Smith. Okay, we discussed that too. Steelers with no quarterback. Oh, they got a quarterback. His name is Mason Rudolph. But that's what happens, man, when you play around with somebody that's not serious about anything. Aaron Rodgers is the guy that you work with at your job that's always playing too much. He's always joking and kikiing and just doing all this stupid shit when you guys got a deadline. He's always playing games. Okay? Oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He gone for 45 minutes. So where the hell is Harold? Harold sitting on the toilet, texting his girl, playing around. Like, man, damn, we can't do nothing until Harold gets it because Harold knows the numbers. Y'all got to go look for Harold. Okay? Harold in there on the phone. Yeah, girl. Yeah, man. What we doing this weekend? Harold, come on, dog. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll be there. That's Aaron Rodgers playing. He always playing with y'all. Okay? Playing in your face. All right? But he's not playing in mine. Ruben Nava, what's going on? Okay? Miss Patrice, yes. God is definitely amazing. Booty Bang. Yeah, Bill Holloway talking to wait and see. The turnover issue like last year. Adore Alsay's extension. We're going to find out. All right? Justin Sizzle. All right. Raider Felon. Out here chilling, man. Chilling on a Sunday, man. We doing what we do best, which is whatever the hell we want. Okay? Simple as that. All right? We do whatever we want because we can. All right? When the top is talking to Bill, Justin Sa, salute. Unfiltered Nation and fam. Salute to them goons. Okay? Booty Bang. Hey, Shaq, remember when McDaniels tried to trade DC and DC reminded me he had no trade clause? The Shield remembers. Oh, yeah. Them no trade clauses is great as long as you want the player. As soon as you don't want the player, you got a problem. Oh, another thing. We got some San Francisco 49er news for the members of the Unfiltered fam from the Niner Empire. I'm about to take care of y'all real quick. So tomorrow, Brandon Ayuk, a player that a lot of people in my fan base was saying, let's just trade Davante Adams directly for, who wound up getting hurt the next week. The next game after he signed that phenomenal big-ass contract, got hurt the next week and has been out ever since, but his money's not. The 49ers they don't look like they're going to be able to trade him or try to trade him before tomorrow. And tomorrow, Brandon Ayuk gets a $22.7 million roster bonus tomorrow. You hear that? You hear that, Raider fan? When you were talking about get Brandon Ayuk is still had that torn ACL and MCL. 2 torn ligaments. The 49ers can't move him. So guess what? And they traded Debo, so don't act like they won't get rid of him. But they can't. So they're going to have to pay $22.7 million to a guy that's on crutches. Can't make it up, bro. Like I said, man, you guys want what you want until you find out how much it costs. So I keep trying to tell you, okay? You may want to kick it with Chloe. Chloe's fine as shit, but you ain't going to be able to. There ain't no Applebee's, ain't no 4 for $4 for Wendy's with her, bro. Okay, it's simple as that. Every meal is $300, $250, $300. She going to be drinky and all of that. You going to get a pat on the back. That's it. You ain't getting nothing else. So you going to have to spend a lot more money. All right? So, hey, man, try to tell you guys, man, we don't need these dudes. Okay, Brandon Ayuk is about to get a $22.5 million, a $22.7 million bag. So we could talk about that. If you're Niner Empire on here, we could talk about that. If you the Cowboys, how about them Cowboys? Word is that Michael Parsons and the Cowboys have been talking about his extension. Okay, they're in negotiations at this point. All right, so when Michael Parsons gets his extension, expect for it to be bigger than everyone else's. All right, so that's going down with that. And last but not least, before I forget, I was supposed to say all this in the opening monologue, but hey, it is what it is. Stephon Diggs is being a diva too, even though he just signed a 3-year, $65 million deal with the Patriots. He said that his deal was hampered because he had that injury last year, that ACL injury. So he should have got more money. So even though he agreed to a $65 million deal with the Mike Vrabel in them, he's saying I still deserve more, but the only reason is because the market dried up on me because I was hurt. And I'm like, why are you even mentioning that anyway, bro? You're getting that's your check. That's what you're getting. Okay, I'll play your contract and get you some incentives. So I just wanted to put that out there. All right. Okay, Justin Saw, Jack Peterson, so happy the Raiders didn't enter the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes. But hey, like I said before, there was a whole lot of people in the nation that was talking about, man, why don't we just get Aaron Rodgers, man? And I've been feeding, slapping that monster away from this football team for 5 years. Back when he was winning league MVPs, I didn't want him because I know this dude. I am from the Bay Area, bro. Okay. And for those of you guys who only know Aaron Rodgers from when he was in the pros, I remember when Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback at Cal Berkeley, and his running back's name was Marshawn Lynch. This guy, I have been familiar with him since college. Okay, and I remember that draft when Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be a top 10 pick, and he was just sitting there with his parents in that back room, and he didn't get picked till late first round. He was just sitting there looking pitiful, bro. And I think that's when he became an absolute ass crack, an asshole when that shit happened, because he was back there. They were like, what's going on with Aaron Rodgers? He's dropping. I mean, he dropped all the way to like 30th or 28th, or he was real late. Okay. So he definitely had a chip on his shoulder. He wanted to play for the Niners. It didn't happen. And ever since then, he's been on a damn rampage. All right. So it is what it is. All right, John Carroll, I'm retired from fixed overpaid month. Oh, you saying the wrong shit? Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that word. Okay. I'm gonna see how you doing, bro. Okay. We're gonna see. All right. You saying the wrong thing, dog. I'm gonna see. Maybe that's just something. I'm gonna move on, man. See if I see something else. All right, I don't like that. Okay, Leon P in the house. Beth, Grandma in the house, man. We got Grandma in here. Okay, we got Grandma and Grandpa. We got Bill Holloway and we got Grandma. What's going on? What's going on? Where's my grand niece pictures at? I need to see some more video and I need to see some more stuff. I hope everything good with you, sis. Okay, I ain't seen you, Beverly. I ain't seen you. I've been mentioning you in these lives. Okay, I do be talking to bringing your name up. Okay, I figure if I say your name enough, you're gonna poof show up, and you just did. All right, love you, girl. All right, Miss Patrice in the house. It's good to see y'all. Okay, yeah, baby in here chilling. Okay, okay. Like I said, I knew it was a guy walking around with his nuts hanging out of his Speedo. I knew it was. I just had to read his next comment. Okay, I just had to get rid of his ass. I knew it. All right. Okay. Ravin, what's going on, Ravin? What's going on? Been in Fiji. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, man, you don't never have to miss my rants, Ravin. All you got to do is go to my channel and watch them like I'm on every day. You're just behind. Okay. You need to just, I know you on that island over there chilling, bro. You probably got you some nice papaya. You know what I'm saying? The weather's probably great. There's probably a whole lot of chickage running around on those beaches out there, bro. Probably a lot of chickage, okay? And that's what it is. So, but don't say that you miss stuff when all you got to do is watch it and log on. That's all you got to do, okay? All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, been chilling. All right, man. Salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Make sure y'all get the spring merch. Spring merch. I'm loading it up, man. It's like I got so much stuff. I'm trying to figure out a strategy. Like, damn, what should I put up? Should I put up the casual shit? Should I put up, like I got a lot of shit. It's like I just got to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, but make sure y'all pick up that Mad Max. Tomorrow's the last day of March. which means Tuesday's April 1st, April Fool's Day. All right. And that is the month of the NFL draft. So we are definitely going to be picking up steam, and we will be covering it. All right. Like the video, get these likes up. Booty Bang said Rodgers definitely has a grudge against the Packers. Yeah, I mean, that's typically what happens, bro. I mean, if you're a Hall of Fame quarterback and your name isn't Brett Starr, who won first 2 Super Bowls, and you didn't retire a Packer, you're Brett Favre and you're Aaron Rodgers, and you're both gold jackets, you're going to have a problem with the Packers, because the Packers are like, hey, man, we're ready for you to have a seat, take several seats, and you're not ready to take several seats. All right? It is what it is. All right. Yeah, we always take care of trolls, man. We put our foot in trolls' asses. They probably like it. But we're not going to have no Diddy oil on our steel-toe boots when we put it up there. All right? DeMarcus Webb. Shaq, you see the old video from Stephen A. Smith 2023 saying that LeBron wasn't at Kobe Murray's murder, that guy's in shambles. Yeah, I did a video on that. I mean, like I said before, you got to understand, man. You got 2 dudes who don't like each other, bro. That's basically all it is, bro. It's 2 dudes that don't like each other, and one guy has the other guy's name and his son's name in his mouth, regardless of whether or not Stephen A. was right or wrong. It's who's saying it. It's who's saying it. I don't like this nigga, period. And he's always around me. So this is the kind of stuff that, to me, I don't even argue or even get into a debate about. Oh, man, he didn't have that same energy for Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless doesn't interact with any of my people. Skip Bayless isn't friends with Dwayne Wade. Skip Bayless isn't friends with Carmelo Anthony. Skip Bayless isn't friends with my agent, Rich Paul, my best friend, Maverick Carter, and my other homie, Randy Mims. Stephen A. is friends with all my friends. He's friends with all my boys. My best friend, my second best friend, Kobe. He was close with Kobe, and he was close with Kobe. You're in my midst, bro. I hear everything. It's just like somebody who hangs out with everybody you hang out with, but you don't F with them. Okay? And now you're going on national TV saying shit when you didn't have to say that. If Stephen A. really wanted to get a message to LeBron James, this is how I know Steve is full of shit, and how you guys are just LeBron haters instead of just looking at it like common sense. Just take who you like and who you don't like out of it. Somebody's out of pocket and somebody isn't out of pocket. You guys are trying to say LeBron was out of pocket for checking Stephen A. He wasn't. Because you're on TV saying shit. If you needed to get that to me, you could have easily got it to me. He could have easily got that message to LeBron James. Easily. You're friends with D. Wade. We are both at Dwayne Wade's wedding at the same time. Even Stephen A. We're high by. I'm standing sidelines. You want to tell me some shit, but don't go on the #1 television show, sports talk show in the morning and say, as a father, nigga, are you high, nigga? I don't F with you, period. I don't like you, dog. I never liked you. Just because you're friends with my friends don't mean you're friends with me. And now you're doing that. And now there's a problem, because when I saw you, I stepped to you. Now, LeBron is weak for that. Nah, it's the person that's on TV who has access to me, who has all the access. There's no way that if he would have said, yo, dog, get this message to Bron, he had 5 or 6 niggas that he could have told that shit to. Nah, but he wanted to go on TV and make it into a spectacle because he just signed a $100 million deal to ESPN, and he has to show his worth, so he created his whole shit, not understanding LeBron is, I'ma step to your whole ass. And when he did it, Stephen A. wasn't ready for that shit. He wasn't ready. He went right back on the TV again. Remember? He went right on the TV again. Oh, man, if LeBron would have touched me, I would have swung. Come on. What? Now, a lot of y'all, man, like I said, when I see people talking, I could tell y'all never really been in no funk. You ain't never been at odds with another cat. You ain't never been at odds with another person like that before. Okay? You don't know how it feels to have somebody talking greasy about you, and then you show up at the barbershop and they're in the barbershop. You don't know that. My boy Ant Cuts will tell you that I walk into the barbershop and almost had to chuck them in there because somebody was in there saying some shit. Like, y'all ain't really about that life, because you guys sound like straight what? Y'all sound like straight Nerds and straight people who only talk on televisions and internets and tweets and all of that. Bron stepped to you and you had an opportunity to say what you needed to say. And to LeBron's credit, he never said what was said. We only knew what LeBron said because Stephen A went back on the TV the next day and told you. Oh, man, he said, stop effing with my son. I said, hey, man, we could talk about this later. And he was like, nah, stop effing with my son. So, homeboy, what it is? What's up? And he's like, whatever. But now, the next day, well, if you would have touched me, if you would have put your paws on me, I would have swung. Man, LeBron put that video up, dog. This ain't nothing to talk about. Yeah, you got a big-ass show. But I got 165 million subscribers and followers on my social media, bro. On Instagram, LeBron got 165 million people. When he put that video of Stephen A hitting those mitts looking uncoordinated as hell, how many famous people liked it? That's how you know that Stephen A's not liked. Just because you like Stephen A don't mean that the people that play the sports like him. They don't like him, dog. Draymond Green liked it. Max Crosby liked it. Jamie Foxx liked it. All these people liked it when LeBron clapped at him. What did he do then? He went on Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes' show. He went and actually sat down with Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony. Can you imagine that, bro? Your two best friends, the nigga you hate the most, is sitting on their show talking shit about you. And like I said before, man, it just shows me who's who, bro. LeBron ain't never did none of that. LeBron's like, okay, when I go on, I'm going to do it. I'm going to really give it to you. You're going around with all these people sitting down. I was talking to your ass. And, oh, man, you wasn't tough when I was in your face, homie. That's all that matters. All that matters is what happened when I was in your face. That's all that matters. Oh, well, he couldn't have swung. Oh, he couldn't have did this. Oh, but you said if I would have touched you, you would have swung on me, dog. So that shows that you had something in your heart that you didn't put out there. I'm just going to say what it is. I don't care if you like LeBron or not. I don't care if you like Stephen A. No matter. I'm just going to tell you where I come from, how it works. You don't get it's not a flex for you to talk about what you would have did the next day. I don't care where you're from, bro. You don't get to say tomorrow, well, man, if it was another situation, I would have kicked his ass. No, man, when it happened, you weren't doing it. Yo, you were just standing there looking like a bitch. So, LeBron James goes on Pat McAfee's show on ESPN. I mean, Stephen A., you're number one guy on ESPN. I'm going to go where it's going to hurt you the most. I'm LeBron James. I don't do interviews. I haven't done an interview for ESPN since the decision when he said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. That was the last time he did any type of interview with ESPN. That was 15 years ago. I'm going to go to Pat McAfee, who Stephen A. doesn't have a good relationship with. Pat McAfee don't fool with Steve either. So I'm going to go on there, and I'm going to be on there a whole hour. And I'm gonna be on your network. This is why y'all oh, LeBron. No, LeBron is definitely Kendrick Lamaring Drake A. Smith. He's getting his ass whooped. I went on the show, I talked for an hour, ask me whatever you want. Pat McAfee was the person that was asking him the questions. Did you guys watch the interview? When did LeBron say, oh yeah, man, let's talk about Stephen A? No. Pat McAfee don't like Stephen A. either. And that's why he's like, so what's going on with you with Stephen A. Smith? Isn't Pat McAfee supposed to be on the team with Stephen A. at ESPN? See, these are the kind of things y'all don't think about because y'all ain't really about their life. Y'all ain't really from these situations, bro. You know what I'm saying? You guys are straight to the principal's office or straight on the phone to the police department. That's how y'all handle beef. He's outside. Hey, man, call the police. Call the cops. That's y'all. So we understand why y'all think the way y'all think. He was asked questions, and what he said, man, this man gonna love me saying his name. He running around doing a Taylor Swift tour on people's couches. I was crying, bro. I mean, he called him Tay-Tay. Called him Taylor Swift, bro. Stephen A. blowing a gasket every day on TV. He's like, hey, man, I'm coming out to do an interview. Yo, man, yeah, man. It wasn't even about my son. It wasn't even about his play. I mean, it was about him taking it, making it personal. Remember when K-Dot told Drake, let's don't get personal. Let's not talk about families, man. Let's just keep it cute. And he decided to go ahead and throw that Dave Free line out. And that was the beginning of the end of his reign as the top rapper in the world. Because Dot went for his jugular. Same shit Bron did. Same shit. So when you're losing that bad, you throw a Hail Mary up, which is, oh, just be happy. Stephen A is so cocky, bro. Just be happy I didn't bring up certain things that I could have brought up. Like why you wasn't at Kobe Bryant's memorial. The late Kobe Bean Bryant has been gone for 5 years. He passed away January of 2020. It is March 2025, bro. You're supposed to be so close with Kobe. Oh, I was close with him. You didn't know that LeBron was there? Nobody else never said that. Did you hear Vanessa say that? Did you hear anybody from his family say he wasn't there? Did you hear Steph Curry and all those people that was there? Did you hear Michael Jordan who spoke? Did anybody say that he wasn't there? That shows that you weren't really as close with Kobe as you tried to portray you were, because you haven't talked to Vanessa in 5 years, bro. You went on TV and you swore on your life that was the case, that he didn't go to Kobe's memorial, when it was well documented in the LA Times, the Washington Post, USA Today, the New York Times, that LeBron was there. And out of respect to the family, he talked to Vanessa and him and Vanessa, and he was there to give support in the back. He did not make it about him. Because if he would have showed up, oh, LeBron's trying to take the shine from this room, he knew what it was. So he stayed in the back. But you really thought you had something, Steve. And you didn't. And now you're in shambles because you had to do what? Apologize on Twitter. You had to write a long ass apology saying, I intimated that he wasn't there when he was, and I apologize for that misinformation, but everything else though, believe me. So man, Steve lost that shit. Bron don't gotta say nothing else. It's over. You want to keep bringing it up for ratings? Don't let LeBron do another interview. I'll just be like, I'll just go do another interview with Pat right quick and clear it up some more. So I don't think Steve wants that. All right. So I think I broke that shit down and we did a video. All right. Central Coast Cali Raider Aaron Rodgers and his agent knew having patience was going to make teams wait. We should give him leverage on bigger bag. Glad the Raiders didn't fall for that. Hey, man, Tom Brady is the guy looking for the quarterbacks, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck, you guys, with that. And you know how I want Tom Brady to work. I want him and Spytek to work. I don't want them to be feeling comfortable. I don't need to have those guys feeling comfortable. All right. I need for them to feel the pressure. All right. With that being said, Tom Brady saved the Raiders from the Aaron Rodgers bullshit. He saved us because Tom Brady is the GOAT, which means he's the greatest quarterback of all time. And he's in charge of who the quarterback's going to be. So if it would have been anybody else, if it would have been Spytek, Raider Nation would have been like, how come we're not talking Aaron Rodgers? But since it's Tom Brady, you can't step to Brady and say, well, how come you're not talking to Aaron Rodgers? Because I'm Brady, bruh. Who's greater than me? You better be bringing up Joe Montana. You better be bringing up Peyton Manning. But Aaron Rodgers is not better than Tom Brady. And he's not the GOAT, and he ain't in charge. Okay? So that's what I got to say about that. I think that if Tom Brady wasn't responsible for who was going to be the quarterback in the search, we would have had him there. Aaron Rodgers would have came to Henderson, Nevada and walked around and did all that shit. But since TV12 is running it, nobody's going to question why Tom Brady didn't get Aaron Rodgers. I have not heard anybody say that. I haven't heard not one person question Tom Brady. Hey, Tom, how come you didn't bring in Aaron Rodgers? He's like this. I just put $200 million in this organization. You think I'm going to bring him over here? Mess up my money? Tom Brady saved you, homie. He saved you from the Aaron Rodgers bullshit, and I'm glad he did. I give TB12 all the credit for making sure A-Rod never set foot in our facility. But if he wasn't here, he would have been there, using us as leverage. Okay? So thank Tom Brady for that one. I give Tom Brady a W on that one, because that's why it didn't happen. Because he's like, no, he's not coming over here dictating anything. Tom Brady was no way he would allow Aaron Rodgers to come to the Raiders and be Aaron Rodgers. That's just not going to happen. You imagine him coming to TB12 demanding some shit like he did when he was with the Jets? Oh, well, you know what? I don't like Pete Carroll as a person, so why don't you get rid of him? Because that's what he did to Robert Saleh. I don't like him as a person. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't want this. I don't want that. Man, Tom Brady ain't going to let him come over there and do that shit. Okay? That's what he won't do. All right? So you got lucky for that one, bro. All right? Mr. G says, let that sucker retire. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's playing games. All right. All respect. Shaq is uncle. I definitely am uncle. All right. I'm that good uncle. Okay. Straight up. Okay. All right. Straight up. All right. Okay. He's a joke. He's so old now. That's a Packer fan right there. But guess what, man? Hey, man, sucker's born every minute. That's what P.T. Barnum said. From the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus. He said there's a sucker born every minute. Meaning that somebody gonna fall for it. All I gotta do is keep putting that ruse in front of enough people, and somebody will bite. Okay. Somebody definitely be biting on them emails that you get in your spam folder. If you invest $1,000 into this, man, and we'll give you 5,000 back. Somebody dumb enough to do it. You just got to keep sending out emails. Somebody gonna fall for it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Packer fan got rid of him when he was done. All right. Yeah. Cushy. It's a cushy job. The Vikings is a cushy job, bro. He gets to go over there. Look at everybody that's over there. Who's on the Vikings is greater than him. This is how I know he likes being in situations where he's the man. He come to the Raiders. He couldn't be the man with the Raiders. He couldn't be the man with the Raiders because Tom's there. All right. Brady's there. So he can't be the man there. So that's not a location he wanted to go. All right. Every place he went to, he was going to be the biggest draw. No matter what. We signed Aaron Rodgers today. We say, you know what? We're going to rescind the deal on Geno Smith, or we're just going to sign Aaron Rodgers because we do got the money and we just sign him. Is he bigger than Tom Brady? No. Is his interview going to be over Tom Brady's interview? No. He's been chasing that Brady ghost his entire career. He don't want that smoke. Plus, it's the AFC. That's where he got injured at. He ain't never got injured until he became to the AFC. When he came to the AFC, that's when he got hurt. So he's not trying to do that. But if he goes to the Vikings, he's the biggest guy. He goes to the Steelers, he's the biggest guy. He goes to the Giants, he's the biggest guy. He goes to the Falcons, he's the biggest guy. That's why he wants to go to those places. Okay. All right. Aaron also wants revenge against Green Bay. Aaron wants a bag, Bill Holloway. Pittsburgh is way too cold for the senior citizen. Hey, man, he don't want to do that shit, but he'll do it if his bag is big enough. Aaron Rodgers told Mike Tomlin, I need a snow fee for me to be over here playing in the snow again. Because when he was playing in the snow with the Packers, he was younger. New York don't get as cold as Green Bay. And it don't get as cold as Pittsburgh. New York is cold, but it don't get that cold. He could play in that dome stadium, dog, and get paid. He gonna do that. All right. Good to see my sister Beverly in here. All right. Wendy Thomas still need that number one wide receiver. Rumors about Elijah Moore. I'm not falling for that either. Hey, man, I mean, if you're going to throw Elijah Moore's name around, why don't you throw Amari Cooper's name around? If you're going to throw Amari Cooper's name around, why don't you throw around Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen's name around. If you're going to throw Keenan Allen's name around, throw around Tyler Lockett. I mean, there's four or five guys running around right now. Okay? I just think that we're not saying what it is we're doing. We're rebuilding. I think it's a rebuild. I think it's a soft reset. If not a rebuild, it's a soft reset. I just think it is. I think you're just resetting the game, bro. You just push the reset button in the middle of it. You're losing 45-6 on Madden, and your boy went to go take a piss, and then you come back and you reset it, and he go, what happened? Oh man, there was a power outage real quick, bro. I don't know what happened. It froze up. I had to reset it. That's all. You ain't gonna say that you was tired of getting your ass whooped. You just said, hey man, the game froze, man. I had no choice. All right? Simple as that. Just a soft blizz, one for the nation. Okay. Now we're not falling for the banana and tailpipe. We said Toys R Us. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. They're supposed to be bringing them back. Press that like button. Okay. Let him host the game show. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have the personality to do that, dog. He make the show about him. Shit. Okay. Aaron, you put Aaron Rodgers as the host of Jeopardy, he'll answer the questions. Well, you know what, you guys, I'm the most smartest person in here. I'll just go ahead and answer all the questions. Matter of fact, we don't even need no host and guest. I'll just be the host and the guest. That's A-Rod. A-Rod is definitely arrogant. And I don't have a problem with him being arrogant. I like arrogant people. Arrogant people are real, bro. I'm arrogant. Okay? I have to be. Because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have shit. If I didn't think I was something, I wouldn't have anything. So I have to think I have something, which I do think, which is why I have shit. Because I was told I wasn't supposed to have this channel. I wasn't going to be successful. Remember all y'all Facebook people, Sarah, Bill, Beverly, just all y'all that came over here. I was told, Shaq, you're good on Facebook, but you're not going to be good on YouTube. It's too much competition. I was arrogant enough to say, am I going to listen to you or am I going to listen to me? So being arrogant is part of the game. Okay? Don't get out here and compete if you don't think you're good enough. So I don't have a problem with him being arrogant. What I have a problem with is if he's over messing up my shit. And he's not. He's not over messing up my situation. My situation has nothing to do with him. But it has everything to do with other teams. And I'm enjoying it. Shady business in the house. Patrice. Okay, next month is the NBA playoffs. Well, shit, I can't wait for that. Okay, we got to, I can't wait for that. We're going to see what's going on. All right, soon enough. All right, Carl Sanchez going on. Christopher Walters, if Rodgers don't sign with the Steelers can go after Kirk Cousins. Now, that's something else that has been said, too. I'm glad you mentioned that, Chris Walters, because, like I said before, the Falcons, when they signed Kirk Cousins, they gave him a no-trade clause. Then they undermined him right after that. They cannot move a muscle unless Kirk Cousins says it's a go. It's what it is, bro. It's the same thing that happened with Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had a no-trade clause. And they just pissed him off so bad that he's like, F it, I'll go. Which is one of the tactics that when you have a no-trade clause, you just treat them like shit. And then they'll agree to a trade. So that's what happened. That's why Anthony Street Clothes Davis is with the Mavericks. And he still has yet to play any games outside of the one game while we got a whole Luka Doncic. Who won that trade? I think we did. So Kirk Cousins will go to the Steelers. He will do that. Kirk Cousins doesn't have a problem playing in the elements. He came from the Redskins. Okay? DMV area, DC. Baltimore, Virginia, cold as shit. I know. Okay? Trust me. I'm from California. I married somebody from the cold climate. And when I'm there, bro, I ain't trying to be outside long. I'm not. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to go to the restaurant. Okay. I'm pull up. Where's the warmest spot? Hold the door open while my cold California ass runs in. I'm not on. I'm walking around. Not doing it. A-Rod is not the same guy that he used to be. He's older. His bones are definitely more brittle than they used to be. And arthritis is probably setting in. And that cold air, he's not trying to do it. Kirk Cousins can do it. Kirk Cousins is only 36. Kirk Cousins played in Washington. Kirk Cousins played in with the Vikings. He played in Atlanta. Atlanta does get cold during the winter. Sometimes it snows down there. They have snowstorms in Atlanta during the winter. He's been down there, and he'll take his ass right to Pittsburgh. And you know what? I think Kirk Cousins would play great there. Kirk Cousins would be a good option. But the Steelers are going to have to trade for him, and it's going to mean some draft picks. And I don't know if you guys want to give that up. Just because I agree to a trade, the trade still needs to be consummated. You still have to consummate a trade. Kurt, would you go to the Steelers? Yeah. Now it's the Steelers and and the Falcons trying to get ample compensation. That's the point. Bill Holloway said, I like this kid out of UNLV, Ricky White. There's a whole bunch of cats out there. We're going to have to draft. Booty bang. Trey Lance is playing in the Canadian Football League. I mean, there was rumblings about, why don't we trade for Trey Lance? Why don't you guys learn how to evaluate talent before you come over here talking to me? Trey Lance is boo-boo. Okay? That's why he's over there. All right. Miss Patrice said Marshawn had great things to say about Aaron Rodgers. Of course he did. Of course he did. What does Marshawn Lynch have a problem with Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers put Marshawn on when they were at Berkeley. He put him on. Okay? He said when he got there, Aaron Rodgers was what? A junior or something, and he was a freshman, and he wasn't really getting no snaps. And he had the coach put Marshawn in on some plays with him, and he said it, A-Rod's my nigga, because he was the one that told the coach to put me in, and he was like, look, I'm gonna get you the ball, call some plays for him so he could see Marshawn run. Marshawn's from the soil. He definitely gonna appreciate that, dog. But Marshawn's not playing on the team. And even if that's the case, he would love it anyway because Marshawn is a rebel himself. All right? So I don't expect Sean to have a problem with him. But I don't want him on my football team. Simple as that. And I don't have to worry about it. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to get a ring endorsement from him. There's people that like him. Pat McAfee likes him. People like Aaron Rodgers. But like I said before, everybody that seems to like him doesn't have to play with him. He's not on the team with him. Find these people who he played with. Find me one person that's not named Devontae Adams on the Jets last year. You got Sauce Gardner over there. You got all those people over there, bro. Tell me who said Aaron Rodgers was somebody that they wanted to, you heard some good shit about. I ain't heard nobody co-sign him. Go back to the Packers and see if you can find somebody on there that says something about Aaron Rodgers. I can go find James Jones, who played for the Raiders, and he played for him. Say, yeah, A-Rod's a good quarterback, but A-Rod have his moments, man, where I like, hey, man, you better watch who you talking to. So you got to listen to them guys, Antonio Freeman and those guys. Okay, go listen to them dudes that actually played with him when he was in his prime, and they're not going to be having ringing endorsements for him. But yeah, Sean like everybody. He don't got no problem with nobody. All right, Justice Saw. Going on, okay? Yeah, just as always somebody walking around with a kiss me, I'm a weirdo speedo, okay? All right. DeMarcus West, Stephen A lied twice. Stephen A lied more than that. Stephen A is always lying, bro. But the thing is, like I said before, man, Stephen A is a guy who has put himself into a position where questioning him is a problem now. He has a lot of fans. He's a titan in the game now. But unfortunately for him, the internet is undefeated. And if you go back earlier in the season, he was saying, I don't have a problem with LeBron James. LeBron seems to have a problem with me. I mean, all this shit is on the internet. It's easy to find. And he's talking about, LeBron seems to have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with him. I like LeBron James. Then he just went on when he sat on those couches when he was in his black bag. Because, he's a dude that's going to turn on the Wonder Bread black guy when he's around certain people. And then all of a sudden he turns back into the brother from Hollis, Queens with a Kango on and shit. Okay, when he sat down with them, he's cussing, saying the F word. Oh, yes, boo-boo. I'm surprised he didn't say, yeah, the nigga this and the nigga that. Okay, because he was sitting down with his people. He's a chameleon, man. He just steps into one building, he's this way. He steps out on the street, he's another way. He said right on that couch, I don't like LeBron and he don't like me. Did he say that or not? But he said early in the year, he didn't have a problem with him. Yeah, you had a problem with him when he stepped to you and called you out your name and told you keep his son's name out your mouth. Now all of a sudden, I never liked him. Nigga, you been lying. It's okay. We all know liars. We all know people that lie. We know it. We know habitual line steppers and people who you can't trust them with what they say. He's sabotaging his own shit. I mean, Side with him if you want to, but you got to admit he lied. He lied on that man, and he lied on his own show. First Take is his show. That's his show. Put the camera on me. How many times have y'all seen him say that? You know what? Put the camera on me. This one said, hey, what about you not going to Kobe's memorial? I could have said something about that. Dry snitching. Could have said, but I didn't. You just did, fool. Are we crazy? You might be able to fool all those other people, but you ain't fooling us. I never liked him. He never liked me. A couple months ago, you said you didn't have a problem with him. He was the one hating on you. It's like I said, man, you can't believe that nigga, bro. Can't believe him. Great announcer, great pundit. You know, an all-time great sports announcer, caster, interviewer, whatever he is. But the nigga lied, man. And y'all don't want to admit that shit. He lied. He lied several times. And he will never come out and say, I lied. It is what it is. Yeah, prayers out to Miss Patrice's fam. When Thomas, Stephen A. never liked LeBron, vice versa. He was just hating, wanted clickbait and ratings. Oh, he got the ratings. The problem is he got ratings he didn't want. He didn't want that Pat McAfee rating. Then he went on, I don't have a problem with Pat McAfee. When Stephen A., his code for I don't have a problem with somebody is, I can't stand that mug. I can't stand that MF. I don't like him. Now I understand his language now. Him saying he doesn't have a problem with somebody and I don't understand why they have a problem with me is code words for I don't fool with him and they don't fool with me. I don't like him. Now let Pat McAfee walk up on him and he don't want to get that work from McAfee because McAfee will beat his ass too. It's not too hard. You saw him fight. He looked worse than Meek Mill hitting the damn mitts. Him and Meek Mill talk the most shit, but he definitely ain't cracking a grape. He don't like Pat McAfee because Pat McAfee said, yeah, well, you know, me and Steve A done had our run-ins. I appreciate Pat Mac being authentic. Somebody's authentic and somebody's fake. LeBron's not fake. LeBron is being, I don't like him, I never liked him, and never will. Steve, 6 months ago, I don't have a problem with him. Now, he doesn't like me and I don't like him, never have. Which one is it, bro? Oh, he wasn't at Kobe's memorial. Oh, 30 minutes later, I got, intimated. That was the word he used. Okay. Very, very good with words, Stephen A. Smith. Very, very articulate with the English language. But so am I. Okay. So am I. I'm a wordsmith. I'm a college graduate with a bachelor's degree too. You ain't the only nigga that got education, homie. Okay. Intimate means I led you to believe. It's a softer way to say I lied. If I'm leading you to believe a falsehood, which is a lie, it's a lot nicer to say, well, I led you to believe, I intimated, I put it out there. See how you avoid the lie. Sounds better. It's more articulate. But nigga, I know what intimate means. It means you lied, but you led somebody on. You bamboozled somebody. You want me to use other words? Bamboozle, run amok, run astray, ran astray. Okay? Banana in the tailpipe, capping, bullshitting, making it up. You can't make it up. All these things that could be said, they're all children of the main word, L-I-E, lie. You lied, homie. And nobody on that panel want to lose their job like Max Kellerman did. Because Max Kellerman would have told him, well, Stephen A., what you said wasn't true. And that's why he doesn't have a job no more. Because Steve was like, I can't control this cat. Max Kellerman is smarter than him. T.O. said he's more blacker than him, and he had to get him out of there. He was getting his ass kicked every day. Max Kellerman was dragging Steve on his own shit every day. Every day he was getting dragged. Okay? So, yeah, he don't want that smoke. All right? When the time Stephen A. has pressure because he got that big contract. Yeah, $100 million. But you know that contract is just, it's options. They can void the contract at the end of the year and be like, Steve, this is not working out. But as long as he keep those ratings high, he'll be there. But the ratings got to stay high. So why not talk about LeBron James and talk about how he's a liar and how he's this and that and all these crazy things you're trying. Oh, you don't want me to say this and you don't want me to say that, dude. This man has had problems with Kevin Durant. Remember 7-8 years ago when he was talking shit about Kevin Durant when he came to the Warriors and he was on First Take with was Max on the show at that time? Yeah, it was still no, it was Skip. Skip was still on the show, and he was talking about that was the weakest decision by a superstar in the history of sports, and he was talking crazy. And then in the finals against the Cavaliers in Oakland, Mama Durant checked him. Mama Durant checked him and pulled him over there and he read him for filth. And he went on the TV. Yo, man, I talked to Mama Durant. I apologize. I'm not going to say nothing else. Mama Durant, man. Mama Durant. I'm cool. I'm good. I don't have nothing else to say. I'm not going against Mama Durant. Same shit, man. Same shit. He's doing that shit back then. Okay? Remember them problems that he was having with Kyrie Irving? Remember Kyrie Irving when he didn't get the jab and he was talking about Kyrie Irving? Same situation. And he mentioned it. Kyrie Irving walked up on his ass too. See, this is why you guys are over here, because everybody that hates LeBron James, you hate him and you don't want to pay attention to the facts. It's okay to hate somebody, but don't lie and start making up shit. Okay? Kyrie Irving stepped to him. You think that's the first time somebody stepped to Stephen A in the NBA? Kevin Durant's mama stepped to him. KD said, hey, man, I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro, but you know, understand I don't F with you. But his mama checked him. He came on TV and apologized. I'm apologizing to Mama Durant. You know, I still feel the way I feel, but I ain't going to disrespect Mama Durant. That's just a way to cop out, bro. You said all that shit about Kyrie. Kyrie got suspended. Remember when he got suspended for not getting the vaccine and he was out and lost all that money and lost his Nike deal and all of that shit? Stephen A. talking crazy. He said Kyrie Irving saw him at the game and walked up on him and said, are you going to keep that same energy now? And what he said, I'm standing right here. So that's the second time Stephen A.'s been checked in the past 5 to 7 years. He's been checked multiple times. He got checked by Draymond Green checked the nigga. That's the third person that checked him. Nobody said nothing until Bron did it. When Bron did it, oh man, he's trying to, man, shut the hell up, dog. This man is always getting checked by somebody. Somebody's mama checking him. Kyrie Irving checked him. Dre checked him. Then Bron checks him. Now everybody's all up in arms about the shit. I mean, come on, bro. We're not doing that. All right. Shady business. Man, run the likes up, man. We putting out good game regardless. All right. Ribeyes tonight. Hey, Bill, put one of them ribeyes on through the phone. Good conversation we had last night, Bill. I'm going to text you some more things I thought about our conversation last night. And I'm going to text you some more shit. Okay, some more ideas and stuff. Smoking pots. Hard to keep track nowadays. I think I'm going to be away about Aaron until he lands somewhere. Not worth my time. I mean, shit. You don't have to be worried about it. All you got to be worried about is if whether that offensive line is going to be repaired that you're doing your Super Bowl. That's all you got to. What's the Walrus going to do? And I'm going to tell you this shit right now, Potts. You better hope that Mahomes don't get hurt, because if Gardner Minshew comes in there in relief, y'all in trouble, bro. I'm telling you that shit now. All right. Who was the Vikes quarterback last year? Yeah, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's with the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, the sun is out. Now this is LA. This is LA right here. This is LA. This is LA right here. LA showed up. All right, good job, man. It was looking like the Bay for a minute. All right. Patrice said facts. Okay, do I think he's going to go to the Steelers? Yeah, I think it's whoever deal he can best deal he can get. If it winds up being the Steelers is the best deal, he'll go to the Steelers. He's just playing. He's hedging his bets, bro. He's hedging his bets, bro. Weekend comes, you want to hang out with a shooby dooby, man. You made plans with three different girls. You got plans with three different ones, man. See which one pans out, whichever one has the best deal. Okay, which one you seems to be the best one to go with, you're gonna blow off the other two. But you got three in play. He's got three in play, man. The Vikings are mulling it over. The Steelers put an offer out, a 1-year deal. That's the only thing I heard about it. All I heard was that Tomlin was saying a 1-year deal. Aaron Rodgers doesn't want a 1-year deal. He's never, only 1-year deals he ever signed was with Green Bay, and they were for 50 bands when nobody was getting 50 bands. Remember when the quarterback number was 30 and he got 50 for those 2 years? You're going to have to pay him a 50 or 60 to do that. And I know Tomlin, Omar Epps ain't doing that shit. Okay, straight up. Fudge dog, what's going on? Yeah, Darnold's already gone, Spots. Stephen A plays both sides of the fence. He does, man, but he's allowed to. And it's working for him, dog. It's working for him. He's trying to do the Skip Bayless thing now. All these people that says, oh, man, he didn't do that to Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is out. Somebody out-survived somebody else. Skip doesn't even have a show outside of his little show that he does on his own. They pushed his ass out the door. He's a non-factor. Like, man, he talked all of that and he don't even have a show. He got pushed out his own shit. I don't got to talk to somebody that's over there bleeding in the corner. What am I going to do? Kick a dead horse? You on a horse? Yeah. Poof, poof. I'm going to kick you. You gone. You done. Simple as that. Now Steve want to use that tactic. But the difference is LeBron's like, nah, you, different story. Different story, homie. I'm going to walk up to you. And he was shook. Steve was shook when that happened, bro. You could tell he was shook. Okay? Love it. Okay? Straight up. It's all good, Spots. It's all good. Said, Whitney said his ego's bigger than his forehead. Well, all these guys, he got egos, man. All of them do. They all do. Even the guys that are talking, acting like they don't have an ego. Did y'all see Kendrick Perkins trying to make it about him? Kendrick Perkins says, oh, yeah, I blocked LeBron's number and because LeBron said something to me on Pat McAfee. Kendrick, your big fried chicken ass is lucky you're even on a show. You don't bring no value to the show. If anything, you're just a big ass baby Huey that's on the show. Like, LeBron's not tripping if you don't call, bro. Like, he didn't even know you blocked him and shit. Oh, I blocked him. Man, shut your ass up, man, Kendrick. Just be happy you got a job. All right. DeMarcus Sweat said Kyrie's dad checked him too. Yeah. And Stephen A better be lucky that Kyrie's godfather didn't check him. Okay. All right. Better be lucky that didn't happen. So, it could have kept going. All right. All right, Beb. Love you, sis. All right. Chuck Deasy, these kids throwing out the term GOAT way too loosely. On who? Who are they throwing it loosely on? Who? You got to be specific. All right. Darnold, Dalton, same thing. Shit. Dalton, Darnold, whatever. Henry Williams is going on here. Say you can't stand Perk. Like I said, Perk's just happy to have a job, man. If he wasn't the fried chicken eating nigga, he wouldn't be on there. He's always got to bring up food. He's like the self-depreciating black guy you need around on those kind of shows. The guy that's going to clown himself. Now, anything that he says bad about himself, if somebody else said it, it'd be all up in arms. How dare you say that to that man? But if that man said, yeah, when we gonna eat? I be hearing them say stupid shit like that. Yeah, we're getting ready to go on, start the second half. Yeah, I'm ready to go eat. Nigga always saying something stupid like that. Yeah, big ass nigga, of course. Okay? How do you not get a jacket that's big enough for you to close? This nigga can't even close the jacket. Shaq way bigger than him. You don't never see Shaquille O'Neal having a problem buttoning up in this shit because Shaq has enough fabric. He buys enough fabric. Shaq got all his suits custom. You don't go to the rack when you're 7 foot 333. You don't go to TJ Maxx and find a suit. Shaq getting his shit made. How the hell Kendrick Perkins, this nigga never closes his damn shit. He's like this. His Kendrick Perkins is shit. It don't go no further than this. That button Those buttons in that buttonhole on that nigga's jacket have never touched. They've never met. The buttonhole on this side, Patrice, and the button have never even had a conversation on this nigga body at all. Okay? But every suit he has, he can't close that shit. All of this hanging out. I mean, sloppy as hell, bro. Sloppy as hell. His collar off. Nigga collar doing this. Here's a nigga tie collar like that. Don't button the top button and shit. It's just unbuttoning. He just got it hanging. Got that space in between and shit. You know who used to dress like that too? And they had to check him? Was Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley, when, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 7, 8 years ago, that's exactly how Chuck used to look. Chuck used to do the same shit. Too small coat, tie, not really tied that great and all that shit. They're like, hey, Charles, you got to clean that shit up. Now Charles don't do that. Charles got fitting suits. His tie is tied. Maybe somebody's tying it for him. They got the assistants and shit. Them ladies be knowing how to tie. Most Southern women know how to tie a tie. They done tie their daddy's tie, their grandfather's tie. Southern women know how to tie ties. They do. They can get the tie. They can put it around them. They can hook it up, give it back to you, and all you got to do is do this. I had a Southern mother, okay? So I know. They know how to do that shit. So he's in Atlanta. Now Chuck look halfway decent. Chuck don't be looking frumpy and shit that he used to look, okay? And Shaq never looks frumpy. He always looked like he got, like he's cool with his shit. He's just a big cat, but he's always cool, okay? But there ain't no way in hell, Kendrick, your ass walking around L.A. looking like that. You're walking around L.A. live, walking around like that, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Now, we don't have to worry about it now because ESPN just shut their doors in L.A., so now there's not going to be no ESPN. Well, not to shut their doors all the way, but they're not doing Sports Center there anymore. All right? But yeah, man. Okay? Crazy as hell. All right, y'all. Okay? Showing up looking like Huckleberry Finn. Wearing whatever jacket he has in their wardrobe. I mean, he just Kendrick Perkins just grabs whatever jacket's the closest jacket to. He just reaches into the closet like this. Fabrics don't match. The mismatch look. That's in. But damn dog, he be having on a tweed jacket, and some damn silk slacks and shit. I mean, dude, do you get a tailor, homie? Like, you're making good money. You ain't broke. I mean, straight looking like he from he looked like he from Whittington Thomas, like he's from Tyler, Texas somewhere and shit, somewhere out in the sticks. He not even from like Dallas or Austin or Houston or shit, I can't even name a city that he's from like Tyler, Texas, from some city like that and shit. Okay? All right? One of them other cities. All right? I ain't from Texas. All right? Just saw shady business. Yeah, shady business on him. Shady business on him, dog. Okay? Just saw Yankees and Diamondbacks made me a little bit of money today. Yeah, man, you don't want to talk about my Yanks. My Yankees, man, 12-3, swept the Brewers. We've scored 32 runs in 24 hours. 32 runs. And this season, we got 36 runs in 3 games, which is what? Third all time. Tied for third most in the first 3 games in the history of Major Leagues. And my boy Aaron Judge, Kakaya, again. We're acting a fool. Love it. Love it, dog. 9 home runs yesterday, 4 today. I'm just sitting in front. I'm just on the couch just to saw. Off the chain. Loving it. All right. Good team. Yeah, we're a good team right now. Yeah, but we ain't played the Dodgers yet. Shit. Them cats are scary. All right. So is that it, y'all? Let me make sure that I got all the comments up. Yeah, I got all the comments up. So that's it, y'all, man. I mean, y'all got anything else y'all want to say to your boy, bruh? Because Discount Double Check is still playing the game out there in these streets. All right. Chuck D's, Jeezy said, Perk came up on the biggest suit at Ross. Yeah, man, and it's still not big enough. I mean, 5X is an 8X. Let's just keep it a buck. All right. Said Padres and Braves coming on. Warrior game's on now. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I know Chef is back. I'll go ahead and put it on. Me, I got all the games recorded, so all I got to do is go back to the beginning. I put it on and just push the rewind button, and I can go right back to the beginning and see the whole game. So, all right, man. Love all y'all out there, man. I'll holler at you guys a little bit later. If anything's popping, I'll come back later on. But I'm gonna go inside, get some food, watch some of these games, and just be on the lookout, man, to find out whether or not Aaron Rodgers is going to play football this year, because he's already threatening that if he doesn't get what he wants, he'll just retire. But you know he's capping. Max check and filter.